All right. So the purpose of prayer, when purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable. So the purpose of prayer, when the purpose of prayer is unknown, abuse is inevitable. Now, first, let's talk about what prayer is. To pray means just to have a conversation with God. The reason why you see movies where they have prayer closets is because it forces them to stay there and listen to what God has to say. It's a conversation, the same way I'm having a conversation with you, or the same way how you have a conversation with friends and family. You want to wait on a response. So anytime I have a conversation, anytime I do one of these videos, I'll look into the comments and I see what you got in the comments and I'll hit like. But God works the same way. But what we have a habit of doing is we'll get into a conversation with God and it'll be a one-way conversation, and we don't sit back and listen to the set of instructions that he has for us. Because what we do is we'll get into a conversation and tell him everything. Lord, thank you for this. Thank you for that. And then we'll walk away. But God, like, wait. I wanted to talk to you. That's what God is always telling you. Wait, I want to talk to you. I have some things that I want to tell you. But we don't spend the time to sit back and listen to what God has to tell us back. Because obviously, if you pray for something, then he wants to give you a set of instructions on how to align yourself with the blessings that he's trying to pour into you. And half the time we miss that because we don't do this thing called listen. And then the second thing that we don't do is we don't become obedient. God is always telling you what to do, but you're so busy and so distracted with work and focusing on spending time with friends and everything else that he's asking you for your time to listen. That's our biggest issue. So the purpose of prayer is to have a conversation with God and align yourself for the blessings that he has for you. And it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It doesn't have to be one of these long, die-hard prayers that people try to give all the time to impress others around you. No, it's a conversation with you and God. That's why the prayer closet works, because it isolates you and God, and it isolates you from everybody else, and it puts you into this environment to where you're not distracted. But you don't have to go into a closet for that. You can just sit down and have a conversation with God and then listen. And sometimes when you read the Bible, what he'll end up doing for you is he'll send you to a page, or he'll send you to a passage that you'll read, and it will directly reflect on what you prayed about. Or sometimes it'll be in a song. You know, you start listening to gospel music and he'll put it directly into a song, and the message will come through a song. That's why you have music ministry. But no, that's the purpose. And then the principle behind prayer is to make sure that you develop and build your relationship with God and build your faith in God, because now you have a communication line with God. You don't have to ask people, what God needs for you to do. God gives you the ability to pray and have a direct connection with him so that you can talk to him. One of my pet peeves is when I go to a church and somebody said, well, God told me to tell you. I'm like, God didn't tell you to tell me that. I got a great relationship with God. It's no different than if you was married and you had a husband and you woke up beside your husband in the morning and your husband came to you and was like, hey, babe, blah, 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 blah. And then your friend called and tell you something different. So your friend called and said, your husband told me to tell you. And you look like, what? No, you didn't. He's right here beside me. So, you know, that's my message for today. I wanted to kind of keep this short. I am going to drop another video tonight, and I'm probably going to drop one tomorrow. And, so if you like this message, please hit like, hit share, hit comment, leave a comment, because I know these messages help a lot of people out. So, this is actually what building heaven on earth is all about. Heaven on earth is really a concept. Well, it's not really a concept. It's a fact. That the more people start understanding that you don't need anybody else, but you only need God, and God will use you to help and serve other people. And our job is to do just that. Our job is to serve people and bring them to God. So that's what my whole mission is. For anytime I do one of these videos. So just keep that, hold tight. If you like it, please hit share, hit like, tag some friends if you think some friends need to hear this. Tag your pastors, tag whoever. But that's the purpose of prayer, and the principle of it is to make sure that you sit back, listen, and maintain obedience. Throughout the Bible, that's all you hear. You hear people having a conversation with God, being obedient, and then aligning themselves and putting in the work that's required to get the blessings that you're asking for. This is Big Mike the Messenger. We don't follow standards, we set them. Let's build heaven on earth. Love you. Talk to you soon.